start with hey.
Smith, Mayor of Cynthiana.
And I'm Tommy Clifford, Cynthiana Harrison County Chamber Director.
And this is Cynthiana Today.
On January 30th, we held our annual chamber banquet at the Prizing House. We honored 7 award winners in different categories ranging from business, agriculture, citizen, public safety, healthcare, and educator. The winners this year were Stacy Eckler for Businessperson of the Year, Sheila Price for Educator of the Year, Healthcare Professionals of the Year, Lou Ann Wilson, Kelly Barnett, and Melanie Morris with the college. Public Safety Professional of the Year was Dottie Perry. Our Ambassador of the Year was Amelia Arnold. Our Agriculturalist of the Year was Mike Myers with Double Diamond Farm. We had presidential recognition for Karen Walters, our past president, and our Citizen of the Year was Steve Alexander.
It was a great banquet with over 250 people in attendance, and our main speaker was Ashley Watts, CEO and president of the Kentucky Chamber of Commerce.
And also, we had the judge and the mayor give our community vision. Do you want to talk a little bit about what our community vision is?
Yes, last fall there were 7 organizations represented. The Chamber of Commerce led this and brought together the Mayor of Cynthiana, the Judge Executive of Harrison County, Parks and Recreation Director Barry Zumwalt, EDA Director Garnet Furnish, Planning and Zoning Director Bonnie Skinner, and Cynthiana Main Street Director Stephanie Burton. We brainstormed on the things that we thought would help Cynthiana, if we could accomplish them in 2020, move forward.
Right, so some of the things that we targeted were available of quality housing. We know that a lack of good quality housing here in Harrison County is something that we need to focus on. And we also want to work on code enforcement and enforce fairly and consistently throughout the county.
That's right. The Licking River flows through Cynthiana and Harrison County and would be a great draw for not just economic development, but tourism as well. So we'd like to develop the Licking River a little bit by putting in some canoe portages around some of our dams, maybe some campgrounds and picnic stops along the river, and see some business development along the river as well.
Absolutely. One of the other things that our Cynthiana Main Street program is focusing on are downtown public restrooms. We know there is a need with all of our festivals and visitors from out of town, so we want to provide an outdoor public restroom, hopefully maybe made of hempcrete, that'll be provided this year.
One of the things that's always on people's minds is improvements in our parks. So parks improvements and maintenance was high on the list, with some fencing and lighting issues that we would like to address, and an all-inclusive playground equipment put at Flat Run Veterans Park so all of our citizens, even those with disabilities, can enjoy our fabulous parks.
The Lerman's Building, the City Entrepreneur Center, I'll let you talk about that since that's kind of your project. So.
Well, last year the City of Cynthiana came into possession 3 buildings total, known as the Lerman's Buildings in downtown Cynthiana. And our idea at this point is to create a business incubator there, something that young entrepreneurs could get a start at, some shared facilities, and hopefully we will see that take off and move along this year.
Also, one of the things we want to focus on is improving broadband service in Harrison County. If you live in the county, you know that your internet can be very spotty. So one of the goals is to kind of increase that inside the city limits and in the county.
That's right. Workforce development is always at the top of the list. Our economy here is growing, even above the state and national average. So along with growth in our economy comes the need for skilled workforce. And so we're going to try to continue to improve on educational opportunities for the workforce and create jobs.
And one of the last things on our list is environmental sustainability. We want to reduce the carbon footprint in Harrison County while enhancing its beauty. So encourage more recycling and how to reduce plastics and things like that.
And we want to let you know that these are in addition to the ongoing infrastructure improvements that both the city and the county are always taking part in, improving our water, our sewer system, our stormwater, our parking lots, and our roads. All those things are still at the top of our list, but these 10 goals are things that we would like to see that's kind of above and beyond what we normally do as business as usual.
And if one of these things catches your eye and you think you'd like to be involved, maybe the Licking River development or something with the environment or helping get broadband service, any of the things we talked about, reach out and call the mayor or myself and we'll get you in the right place and get you helping improve these things in part of the community vision.
That's right. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to present that at the Chamber Banquet this year.
Absolutely. In other community news, we have several events going on in the month of February. Part of the February events are the Go Red celebration that Harrison Memorial has to encourage and educate people on heart disease. The Go Red celebration will be held on February 24th at the Extension office with special guest Dr. Shotwell, who will be talking about heart disease, and there'll be dinner served. So if you're interested in coming, it's a free community event. You just need to call and reserve with the hospital.
That's right. Another community event coming up soon, although in March, not in February, is the Coach Joe B. Hall book signing. Coach Joe Hall is a native of Cynthiana. He played here in Cynthiana High School, went on to play for the University of Kentucky, where he won an NCAA national championship, then went on to coach at the University of Kentucky, where he also won a national championship. I believe he's the only person who ever won an NCAA championship at the same school that he played and coached.
It's pretty awesome.
He's coming to Cynthiana for a free event. This will be on March 1st from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Ross Opera House. We hope to pack out the house and show Coach Hall just how much we love and appreciate him and how proud we are that he is from our town of Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Absolutely. Also, we're going to go to a special guest now, Miss Henley Clifford, and she's going to tell us a little bit about Leap of Kindness Day and how you can be involved.
Hi, my name is Henley Clifford, future mayor of Cynthiana, and I'm here to talk about Leap of Kindness Day. We get an extra whole day this year. How cool is that? This year, we want you to spend your extra day doing something kind for others. On February 29th, take time out to pay it forward. You can volunteer, buy someone coffee or flowers, or make a new friend. Kindness can make a bad day good and a good day better. Let's spread kindness this leap year together. Share our event and let's make a difference. Bye!
And we're going to take you on location to the Cynthiana Fire Station #1 to see some behind-the-scenes look at the life of a firefighter in Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Let's go.
All right. Hey, we're on location at the Cynthiana Fire Department, Station #1, and we're here with Chief Jay Sanders of Cynthiana Fire Department. Welcome to the show, Jay.
Thank you, Mayor.
Hey, can you tell us a little bit about where we're standing here? This used to be my old office.
This used to be your old office, City Hall building. Pay your water bills here. When you all moved to the new building, we take it over and done a little remodel and kind of put a little emphasis for the fire department on it, a little lobby for our 911 center and our open records. Addressing also is here. But we brought our patch board over here, and these are patches that have been collected for years. Different departments will come in, somebody will be out of town, and they will stop and want to trade patches with us. We'll trade them some of theirs they'll give us. Or people will call us or write us and want to send patches. Or if we visit, some of our guys visit in New York and they'll bring patches back.
Right. Now over here there's some white helmets. That's a little bit different than what you see a typical firefighter wear. So tell us about the helmets.
Yes, some of these all of these helmets are past chiefs that have come through from as we go down. Some of our chiefs left pictures, some of them did not. But these are, we'll go back to Sheldon, Renaker, and the rest of them will go all the way down to Chief Stinson was the last chief prior to me. And they just go around here, and when they leave their last helmet, just for us to remember them, remember what dedication they gave to the department, and kind of honor them, because most of our chiefs, the only chiefs that are left is Chief Lemons and Chief Stinson that are left alive besides myself.
All right. Hey, can you take us on a tour and show us where the firefighters sleep?
Love to.
The pole.
Yes, maybe I could talk somebody into sliding down the pole.
Well, maybe that will be Tommy.
Hey, come on, Tommy. All right, let's go this way. And back here is our maintenance shop where we work on our fire trucks when they break down.
I see you're working on one of the newer ones here.
This is the chief's new vehicle the city sprung for. Now, this is one of our fire safety props we use for the elementary schools. Richard Swartz just retired, and he was instrumental in getting this, and some of the servos went down, so we're doing some maintenance and repair on it so we can get it ready for October. Nice winter project for us. An 81 Ford. It's one of the original trucks that I started on. This truck was a frontline truck to about 2001. And they moved it to a reserve truck, so we use it as a backup truck or a training truck. Of course, Engine 14 is our newest truck in the fleet as pumpers. And pumpers, I mean, it actually produces water to help put the fire out. It went into service, of course, in 2014, and we've been very glad of that. And we've got another truck on the way that may be here hopefully in about 2021. So let's slide back in. I'll show you where firemen eat and gather. You hear about firemen are unique. Mayor, we're really unique about we're a family. It's a job of family members. I mean,
We're together for 24 hours.
we live a third of our life during this career is spent together. So I mean, we really do. We bury family. We see family born. We go through divorces together. We get. I mean, it is a true family. So this is our dining room table. This is where we have our Christmas dinners, our Thanksgiving dinners, our children's birthdays are spent around this table a lot there. So it means a lot to us to just socialize. We drink a lot of coffee. I'd like to have a nickel for every gallon of coffee we've drunk around this table behind this truck. Of course, we keep all our gear back here, and we keep our gear open so it will dry between shifts. If we get wet gear during a fire, or even standing out directing traffic in a car accident, that's the reason our gear is always out and open so it can get airflow around it and dry and not mildew.
So how often do you all actually wash your uniforms?
There's a big push. Cancer is a really big killer of firemen right now. Heart attacks are still the leading killer of firemen, and cancer is a close second. Lieutenant Chafee, can I speak to you for a minute? Hey, I got Lieutenant Chafee here. He would like to say something on camera. Come on in here, Bob.
Lieutenant.
We was talking about heart attacks being the #1 killer of firefighters, but cancer was quickly coming up the rise. So legislation's done a lot to help us. I encourage everybody to wash their hoods, which is what we wear around our neck and face to protect our ears and our neck from it's flame retardant, to wash them every Sunday. That way we have 2 of them, wash one Sunday and wear one. That way we are not soaking in all the carcinogenics around our neck and face as a big push on it. So we try to do it once a week. Some of it is a little more if you have more fires. But for us right now, once a week does a pretty good job. That's our recommendation.
Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of Cynthiana Today. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned a little bit something about Cynthiana.
If you haven't already, click subscribe on our button there, or give us a share on Facebook and continue to watch.
All right, see you next week.
So, James, I did see on Facebook that you found a special ring here at Ross.
Oh yes, I've been carrying it around with me.
Of course you have.
We did find a ring when we were doing our recent remodels. It's a very interesting ring. It has some symbols on it that I just do not know what they are. But we put that on Facebook and had almost 200 shares and about 24,000 people interested in this ring.
I don't know what's so special about it, honestly, but okay.
It's mine.
Does it fit?
You know, I haven't tried it on yet. Maybe I should do that.
Oh my God.
Tommy? Tommy?
That's all we have today for our Cynthiana Today. No, that makes no sense. That's all we have today. Okay.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, okay, sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. Okay.
Hey, this week we're going to take you on location to Cynthiana Fire.
How did you mess that up?
I don't know. I don't know. Hey, this week we're going to take you on location for backstage. Not backstage.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. This is what happens when you don't have coffee in the morning, or when I don't have. Here, provider.
Okay.
You want me to do any of those?
No?
You want me to say anything, dude?
No,
I'm just sitting there looking at the camera.
Oh.
Okay. In other community news, there's lots of events this month. That was even worse. That was worse than you. In other in other community news, there are a number. How come when the camera's rolling, we lose the ability to speak right? It's just come out. This event is totally for free. Totally for free. Totally for free.
It's so close.
It was so close.